All right, guys, good morning. We are live. It is Halloween. It's already a scary day. I am already in a trade and I'm down right now. I am in TENX. And I got in because we had this little triangle up to the VWAP. Got in like a 137. And we didn't really get a big as move as I thought. So, kind of rode along the VWAP, came down a little bit. Good morning, One Life. So I'm just looking for this U-shape back around to the VWAP. In pre-market, this was up to 175. And we do know if this breaks the VWAP, it can have some volume coming in because it started there. Yeah, the market's not great, but I've got some. I feel good about TNEX because the AGRX was up 300%, so it's not going to move. So yeah, right now we're just waiting for this U shape to break on this VWAP. We have support at like 126, 127 area down here, as low as it's been when it opened up. So I got about a 10-cent stop loss on this mentally. If that cracks, I mean, still got support like 125. So even though I'm in and down, it's not that big a deal because I don't think this stock is going to crash out anymore. I don't think it's going to go any lower than what it's been. So we're just looking for this U-shape back to the VWAP for this to go bullish. AGRX is up 300%, so it's crashed off some. That's what we want. KMPH moved up a little bit. CanF has crashed out. DWSN not doing anything. So yeah, TNX, I feel like is going to be the play. I think we just got to get back above that VWAP for that break. Like I said, my entry's in about 130, 137, 138. Right in this area. Because I got in right here. The break of the VWAP here for this. Like I said, it's a little triangle pattern. I feel like I was being smart. I wasn't forcing anything. I mean, we got a perfect little triangle just about on a low float here. So just didn't quite get a big break. But like I said, the support, I've got plenty of support here. We got this 128 there, 125 natural, and then 122 where the stock was at before. Stock gapped up in pre-market to 135, so we should have a little bit of 135 support, and the bids are at 135, so we got a lot of support unders. So I mean, worst case, I might take a $50 loss on this if it does nothing. But we started getting some volume when it started to break the VWAP, so that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on it to get back to this VWAP and break again. I think we could get some volume in here, especially with everything else dying off. So right now it's just a waiting game. The stock's not moving too much right now. It's kind of quiet. But I think we can get that move up. At least a move up to 50 cents. That's what I was looking for back here. That VWAP break was at least a little jump to $1.50. I'm sorry, but that's what I was looking for. So just looking for a simple little win here. Bid and ask everywhere. We need a couple more candles back up this VWAP to kind of fill out this U. See, we got the U forming for sure. Kind of bottoming out here, so we just need a couple more green candles to the right up to the VWAP, and we could get that nice break. So we're just waiting here. Got a little bottom there at 130. And if we get the 150 break, we could see 175 again. We could see it all the way back up here. We're low on this chart. Like, that's why I'm not too worried about holding this right now, because we're pretty low on this chart, whereas AGRX was way up, and still, even when it opened, there's still all this room down here. So that's what we're just waiting on. Just waiting on the volume to come back in here. Get this VWAP break. Might be a little slow. I mean, we don't have a lot of volume at all right now on this play, because you can see it's barely moving at the moment, but it can get volume. There is some type of attention on this play right that came in right here. I mean, we do have a, what's going on, Banks? We do have a press release on this. No serious drug-related adverse effects. So it's pretty good. So yeah, right now we're just in a waiting game. We'll see this move back up to this VWAP, fill out this U shape, and get a decent run up. Like I said, I don't feel like I was undisciplined or anything on this play. We had the pattern right here when I got in, so I just think, like I've been saying last week and beginning of this week, market conditions are going to be weird. They're going to be a little funky. And that play Monday, we saw it start making a move up, and then it had a crash down, and then made the big move. So I think we still might get that kind of weird off volume where people are trying to wait. And as AGRX and CANF and these other stocks start dying off, people will see that TNX has held up. It's not really moved much, and that there's a lot of potential there. So that's what we're waiting on. Because we're only up 8%. So that's why, like I said, I'm not that worried about holding this right now, because while I'm down some, I think the most that I could lose on this stock is $50. So, and that's if it just keeps crashing down. But we've got some support right there at that 130. So as long as that 130 holds up and we keep coming around, should be all good. In case you guys were wondering, my Halloween costume is a guy who hates 9-to-5 jobs. So I didn't know if that was obvious or not, but that's my costume. Anybody else dressing up for Halloween? Jerry Powell, you going as Jack Black or something? About you, One Life, you going as Jordan Belfort? Oh, we're starting to crack here. Ooh, big crack down. I don't like that. But like I said, I'm not gonna hop out yet. I'm down about 63. Because I mean, we shouldn't get much lower than 125. Should be about as low as this is gonna go. Like worst case, 120. I mean, let me see where the 50-day is. Yeah, so the 50-day moving average is at 125. There's no reason we should crack below 125. No reason at all. Our U-shape is kind of getting a little uglier, but this could be a bigger U-shape. We might be here for a while waiting on this one. There's a buy right there, 125. 125 should definitely hold up. And that should be the bottom of this U-shape, the bottom. Thought 130 was going to be the bottom, but 125 we have the 50-day moving average at. So there's no reason why this should not hold up. Should have pretty strong support here. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of volume moving this right now, so there's not going to be any shorters coming in. Like, what are they going to try to short this for? They don't have any room to make any money shorting this. So that should leave nothing but buying volume to be able to come in. And this is a low float stock too. The shares are like 6.7 million, so we got. It won't take much to get this moving. Like I said, it's just going to be a waiting game for people to see that nothing else is going on and that this is kind of holding up and it still has room to go all the way up at least to 175. But 150 will be a resistance too. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That's why I was looking for that 150 move. Now next week the market should be hot. We should be done with these stupid market conditions of weird volume and weird things going on. Should be a hot week. Should be able to start really moving this account up in November, hopefully. As long as I can stay disciplined. Pretty gung ho and feeling disciplined today. I don't feel like I made any mistake on my part on my entry. I feel like market conditions are the reason why this didn't get that break on this triangle, because normally you would see that break at least up to 150. Like I said, holding as long as I have, I feel like that's fine, because like I said, there's so much support. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong today. My last couple of trades, I was very undisciplined, and I feel like today I've not made that mistake. I didn't jump the gun or anything like that. So if I take a loss, I take a loss, and that's what it's going to be. But I really think we're going to get a move on this, at least up to 150. That's not that much. And you see 125 held up, and with the slow float, we getting a bit of a spread here. A little 7-cent spread. Ask is up to 132. And when it started moving back here, when it started coming in that VWAP break, what I noticed was the bids were jumping, but the ask was pulling the bids up even more. Like the bid would jump up a couple of cents, and then the ask would move up a couple of cents from where it was originally. So they keep kind of trailing up. That's what I'm looking for, is that volume to come in and really push this stock up with the slow float. But we'll see. I mean, we're getting our little U shape. At this point, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So probably about 10, 15 more minutes. The U shape should be ready to go. We're kind of like in that halfway point of the U shape. So just waiting it out here. Nothing else is going on. We can see that over here. AGRX still coming down, so we're all good. And there was a lot of press releases this morning. I really thought market conditions were going to be a little better, because the 300% move on AGRX, that should have got traders excited. There's a bunch of earnings reports today. TNX got its little press release where things are pretty positive. CanF had a pretty positive press release. I mean, a lot of positivity this morning, other than the morning squawk. I'm subscribed to the morning squawk email from CNBC, and they'll send you like an email saying what the market's set to do, and it said the market was set to crash today. Well, not crash, but be a red day, but that doesn't necessarily affect the penny stock world all the time. I think with all the other positivity, it should outweigh that. I'm not really concerned about it being Halloween. I think traders are still going to try to trade. I think everybody's going to be just a little hands off though. They're going to be a little cautious. That's why I say they've got to see. Other traders have to see that this is holding up right at this VWAP, and that it's not going anywhere. And then you're going to have traders be like, oh, well, this didn't crash down too much. It's the only stock that's really not crashed. So maybe we can jump in here. And on top of that, 10X is a known runner. And back here, we had to move from 150 up to 511. Right here, 163 to 280, 204 to 240. Right here, 120 to 155. And it's about due for another move. I think it's about due for another move. I mean, we're not looking for anything big, but I think this stock can get bullish and start making a little bit of a move. I mean, 125 is holding up as support. The Asker held up at 130. Just got to get the volume here on this play. We have no volume, so that's what we're doing here. Now we've got the bid up to 127 finally. But that's the thing. It's got no volume right now, so if it gets volume, it's going to move. The stock is going to make a move for sure. The float is low enough. It's a pretty low float. And what I'm halfway expecting, this is kind of my prediction of why I think this is all going to work out, is because with nothing else going on, I think some chat rooms might start getting pumpy, and we could see this get pumped as well. I don't think it's made its run for the day. Let's see what else is going on. Say ARGX making some AGRX making some type of pattern. It'll load. Oh, come on, Thinkorswim, don't do that to me. Waiting for stuff to load here. Excuse me. Come on. There we go. You're almost there. There we go. So DWSN really not doing anything. Did not mean to do that. Okay. CAGRX. So ARGX is kind of starting coming back to the VWAP, but the stock is so high up. Be hard to look for a trade on it. This is still completely crashing out. So TNX. Whoa. Thinkorswim's going crazy. So TNX, I still feel. God, come on. Alright. Try not to click anything. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, TNX, I still think has the potential. Just need to start building back up to this VWAP here soon. Next couple of minutes Should get another candle moving up. Look at the volume on everything. So yeah, AGRX still has a lot of volume on it. A lot of volume bars. Well, we want to see this not break the VWAP. We want to see it start crashing again, so this volume will get out of here. Move over the TNX. Okay, so bids are up to 130 now. So we're doing our little slow climb back up to the VWAP. That's what we want. Want that little slow climb back up. We'll see next couple more minutes. See the bid up at like 133. And like right here, 137. And be right there at that VWAP in another few minutes. You're just being patient. Staying disciplined, just riding this out. Ask is up to 135, so if we get a buy at 135, I could get the bid back up. Just slowly moving up. Now, I could be absolutely wrong. This play cannot do anything else today. It could just keep going sideways, but I don't think so. Because we know it's not going to go down much more than 125. A lot of support there. Pretty decent sized buyer came in at 133. So we're getting that little U shape. It's forming. Starting to form out. We just need to keep on forming back to that VWAP. This is also the type of play, because we don't have a lot of volume right now, if a ton of volume comes in, we could get this halted on the way up, and that could be a really nice gain. That's what I'd be looking for at that 150 area. If it just busts through 150, the volume is going to flood into it like crazy, and we'll probably get a halt and then see the halt come out at like 175. That's the idea on this play. That would be the idea best scenario. And that can happen because it is a low enough float with not a lot of volume right now, that if a shit ton of volume comes in, excuse my language, I don't usually cuss on the stream, but it's Halloween, so who cares? But yeah, if a lot comes in, you can see this move. You can see this move and get halted, and that's what we really want. We just need a few more minutes of building back up to that VWAP. Especially if this gets pumped by another chat room, or a couple of different chat rooms start pumping this stock, then we could definitely see this halted. So we got one seller at 135, and then after that, the ask is at 139. Oh, ask dropped down to 134. So you just need to keep slowly climbing up. That's all we need. I know it's boring right now. There's not much. Well, see, what's AGRX doing? Starting to move up again? Yeah, AGRX up to the VWAP. It's not really a U shape on this. This is more of a V. You could say it's kind of a fat triangle here. But the way it's curled up like that, I really don't like that. I'd rather the candles more stared up than that little move. But if you're thinking about an entry on AGRX at the break of this VWAP, I would just be very careful because it is up really high. That's my biggest concern. Because, I mean, yesterday we were down to 35 cents, and now today we're up to $1.30. So that's a big move. A big move in one day. But you might get a little move here. We're still just slowly moving on TNX. See if ARGX gets the break. See, it's VWAP's holding it up right now. It's resistance. which is fine because for me, I'd rather see this crash out so the volume leaves this stupid play. But it does have a lot of attention right now, so it could get a little move. Just very, very risky because it's up so high. Got the ass back to 135. I need to see the bids coming up a little bit more. I need to see the bid to 135 here soon. Next couple of candles. So there it is above the VWAP. There's your strong break. Big buyer at 140. 140 is going to hold up. Pretty good support. You could possibly get a move here on AGRX. Like I said, I'd just be very careful because it's up really high. Whereas TENX is not up very high. That's why I'm fine holding this, because we're only up 9%, so that's not anything. Come on, Thinkorswim. I don't know, it may be my internet today. It's possible because there's like 3 inches of snow outside and it's still snowing, so could be the signal in the air not doing too good. That's interesting. So yeah, it's starting to, I don't know what's going on with my charts right here, but it's Halloween. It's going to be spooky. Trading today is spooky and scary. Especially with my platform acting crazy. My platform's haunted. Okay, so we're just gonna sit here and not have a 1 minute chart, I guess. Well, guys, I'm blind. I'm only going off the level 2, which actually the level 2 can tell me pretty much everything I need to know. Although I'd like to keep an eye on the VWAP, but right, anytime of the day, Thinkorswim, anytime of the day you wanna act normal and load my chart. This is fantastic. So I guess this is what we're doing now. I'm just going to freeze up. 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 What's going on here? Oh boy, what's going on? My charting's going crazy. Let's just let it do its thing. Okay, there we. Wait, is that right? That's. I'm so confused right now. Did we come up to the VWAP? No, that doesn't look right. That's not TNX's chart. Is that? No. That's AGR. My thing is saying TNX, and my level 2 is TNX, but my chart is AGRX. Guys, I don't know what's going on right now. This is insane. All right, there we go. Little Halloween trickery with Thinkorswim. I didn't even want to touch anything. I don't want to mess it up. There we go. Bids up to 133. That's what we want. We want this to move on up some. We'll see them bids keep slowly creeping up to this VWAP. I'm scared to click off on it anymore, but as you could see, kind of as the charts were going crazy, AGRX hit that VWAP and didn't really get a break. So that's what we want to see. You want to see the volume dying off of everything else. The volume to come on over to TENX. Is anybody else looking at any other stocks today? So bids and asks are starting to move a little bit here. So should get start seeing a little bit more volume coming in. Like I said, I I would think we at least get the move up to 150 if we can break this VWAP. Just got a little bit more time for the build up to the VWAP. No, nobody's watching anything else. There's really not much else going on. I mean, AGRX, CANF, and TENX. I think all three of those I posted this in the chat before I started streaming that was the stocks to watch. And they're not doing anything. Nothing's doing anything. But TENX is the only thing that's really held up. We have not had a big crash on TENX. I would not consider going down to 125 that big of a crash. Since the initial crash in pre-market, but I mean this stock went straight up from 130 to 175 in a couple of minutes, so it was definitely gonna crash out. And there's nothing coming on the time of sales. That's how dead this stock is right now. The last order was 5 minutes ago. So if crazy buying volume comes in, then this will definitely probably get halted. I would be very surprised if it doesn't get halted if we get that buying volume. That's what we're waiting on. Waiting on that big, and honestly, it doesn't even have to be that much volume because we have no volume, so if we get a decent amount of volume, this thing could be pushed up. Come on, stock market. Let's get a win on Halloween. Make my Halloween happy. Guys, this may be the most boring trade I've ever made. Like, there's just no volume on this right now at all. And it's not like the stock has not had any volume at all today. You can see right here, right where I was getting in at, I saw this big volume bar. You know, that there was volume coming into it. Just kind of died off here. So it's on some people's radars. Like I said, I just think AGRX has got to die off some more. Or keep doing... Oh boy, what's going on here? I've got delayed data for some reason. So right now I'm blind, guys. I have no idea what the price is actually at. My Thinkorswim has disconnected. So that's not good. That is not good. And this is what I say. There we go. I'm back. Okay. All right, my data's back. Let's switch charts real quick. It must just be Halloween because I'm getting screwed with pretty hard here. Oh my goodness. The good thing is, like I said, at least it's a slow moving stock right now. So with all these issues, hopefully they get straightened out here before the stock does start to move. Did you get disconnected from the Thinkorswim as well, One Life? TOS is acting crazy for everybody, so fantastic. I'm in a trade and TOS is acting crazy. Oh man. Oh boy. Now, oh man, One Life, I feel really bad for you because I know you're trading on a bigger account, you're trading on your normal account, so I'm just trading on a small account. I've got like maybe $50 I'm risking right now. You probably have quite a bit more, I would imagine. So I hope it straightens out for you before it does me. What are you in, One Life? What are you playing today? One Life's the renegade of the chat room. He's that's why I asked if he's gonna be dressed as Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, because he's one of those guys. It's Halloween and it's a slow day, and he's in two positions right now with Thinkorswim messing up. Like, I don't know One Life other than in the chat here, but I just imagine, like, he doesn't just sit and he doesn't like have a gaming chair or anything that he's sitting in while he's trading. I imagine he's sitting on like a Harley. He just has a Harley parked in his office that he sits on while he's trading with the full Harley outfit on, like an outlaw or something with all the leather. And I don't mean any disrespect. I'm just playing around. I'm a big fan of comedy. I like to joke, so don't take any offense to that in life. It's just jokes. We're in a boring market right now with apps going crazy, and I just figure, why not make some jokes? Don't slaughter me in the comments. You're welcome to make fun of me. I take I don't take offense to anything. You can make fun of me. You can see my face. So you can make fun of me all you want. I will laugh at it, I promise. So right now I'm checking on my phone. I'm looking at my phone and we're up to 134. Now I don't know if the level 2 is right there, but I can see on my phone that we're up to 134. NAS is at 133 and 135, so we're slowly moving up like we want. You're up 600 on CanF. Is that what you're saying, Daniel? If you're up 600 on CanF, you're doing good today. I would take my profit and I would be happy with that on Halloween. Especially with all the hoodoo that's going on right now. And there goes my platform again. I don't think you guys can see it. I don't think I have the screen that low, but up in the left hand corner it keeps saying reconnecting and delayed data. So, oh boy, what a day. What a day. Now, the smartest thing would probably be to get out of this because I can't see on other than my phone. But, like I said, there's a lot of support under me, so I'm just going to try to wait this bugginess out. And I can always sell it on my phone as well, which may end up happening if the Thinkorswim platform does not straighten out. Oh, you're in 600 shares at what? At 261. Woo! Be careful. I would look at CanF and give you my thoughts on it right now, but I can't. Wait, the platform is being crazy. Has anybody tried to restart their Thinkorswim? I wish I could see what was going on. It's driving me nuts. Let's see, what's my chart on? Let's put my chart on the 1 minute. Okay. And this is going to cause, if this is happening to a lot of traders, it could cause some issues. Could cause volume. Everybody who trades on Thinkorswim to leave the market. But we're starting to ask moves up to 137, so bid and ask are starting to move a little bit on my level 2. So my level 2 is kind of working. My charts are out, but my level 2 is kind of working. My time and sales is not working. So if the level 2 works, that's fine. I can trade off of it. I have no idea where the VWAP is at right now, though. It's got to be still in that same area. I also can't see volume other than the level 2. So this is going to be tricky. And I've only got 11% battery on my phone left. So guys, this is the issue with live streaming. And I'm not even talking about with day trading. I'm talking about with anybody on YouTube or any platform, and they're live streaming. Issues can come up. Things can happen, and you just got to deal with them. And I'm just dealing with it right now by just sitting here looking at my phone and level 2 on here, seeing if we get the move up or not. That I can't see the pattern or the VWAP, so I'm flying half blind. Level 2 is good enough. Like I said, I can use it to have an idea of what's going on. And for some reason, 144 on this play was strong resistance back with the first VWAP attempt to break. And I can see on the level 2, there's still some sellers at 144, so we'll let the break through that 144. This is ridiculous, Thinkorswim. Yeah, so none of my charts are loading on anything. I was trying to see if switching helped there. If we could see a buy at 137, that could get the stock moving a little bit. Well, I did not expect this. I was ready to just have a boring waiting game and sitting here and waiting on this play to do what it's going to do. I was not expecting Thinkorswim to go crazy on everybody. Everybody who does have Thinkorswim and you're having issues, be safe. You know, if you're up a little bit of profit, it may be worth it just to lock in and call it a day. Let Thinkorswim get their issues worked out. If you're down, it still might be worth it to get out just so you don't lose any more. Right now, like I said, I have a lot of support under where I'm at, so I'm risking at the most like $60 worst case. So I'm not, I mean, that's a lot on a small account. But I think we have potential to move on up. But if this is happening with everybody on Thinkorswim, this is going to hurt volume for sure. Yeah. A little early morning brewski. What do you drink, Daniel B? I've got about 3 inches of snow outside my house, so a porter or something like that might be good fall snow drink. See, I live in Wisconsin. We've got all the beer, all of it. There's so many breweries. It's awesome. I love it up here. Beer and cheese everywhere. Oh boy. So bid and ask is still at that 133, 137. It says I'm connected. Oh, wait a minute. What just happened there? Something just popped up on my. Okay. So, a little bit of movement on the level 2. A little bit. I had a little bit of a pop on my phone chart. I'm looking at the chart on my phone as well. It's not very pretty. It's not as great as the platform, but yeah, I believe it. I believe it's snowing in Chicago. It's snowing like hell here. It's been snowing all night. Chicago and did that do it? Restarting your TOS fix it, Jerry? If that did it, I might have to do that too. Because I would like to see what's going on. So while we're in this little area, I think I'm going to restart mine too. I'm going to turn off my screen share for a second because I'm going to put in passwords and stuff. So I'm just going to be safe. So should be good there. Because we're getting about to that time where this could start moving. We should be almost back to that VWAP or close. So I really want my Thinkorswim to be working, and if that worked, then that's what we're going to do. So yeah, it's just going to be my face and a black screen for a couple of minutes while we're waiting on this to reload. Oh, alert there. Something. So just bear with me, guys. Thinkorswim's pretty fast when it comes to fixing bugs. If they get a bug in it, they can usually throw an update in there real quick and you just restart your platform. So as soon as we can get this platform back up, I'll turn the screen share back on. What, did you get shut out? You got shut out of TOS or the stream? Come on, Thinkorswim. So yeah, just bear with me, guys. We're waiting on Thinkorswim to load up here. It's a big platform, so it takes some time. What do you guys think? Think this is all happening because it's Halloween? Illuminati trying to ruin day traders on Halloween? A little conspiracy theory? Got any conspiracy theory? I'm having a brain fart. Conspiracy theorist. There's the words. That's the words I was looking for. Got any of you guys in here? That's what I'm blaming this on. Somebody just joined the stream and heard me talking about Illuminati and instantly closed out. They were like, "Nope." That's funny. Uh, like I said, guys, I love comedy, so I joke around. But if you believe Illuminati, hey, it's up to you. I don't judge anybody. Oh, I could do the. I don't want to get political in the chat room, but I know a lot of people when something goes wrong, they're like it's Trump's fault. So maybe it's Trump. Trump and the Russians have colluded to ruin my Thinkorswim today. That's where I'm at today. So I can't. Let's see. Bids down to 130. Looking at it on my phone. I'm just talking crazy, guys, right now because I'm just waiting for Thinkorswim to get its act together. I don't believe the Illuminati or Trump and the Russians or anything like that have messed with my platform. I just think that Thinkorswim is having some issues. No, I don't. I don't use any other platforms. I like TOS. I like the charting and everything. Like it's really great. One life. If you need to smoke a joint, go ahead, man. I don't blame you. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you're trading with a lot more than I am. If I was trading a bigger account right now, I would probably be on the floor having an aneurysm. Because you guys have seen me before when things get a little crazy and I'm in a maybe Biden. I can't believe Biden's running for president. I don't know if you guys, how big you guys are on social media, but those old memes of Biden and Obama, Biden's always trying to beat everybody up. That cracks me up. I feel like if he's gonna run for president, that should be his platform that he should run on. He's just vote for me or I'll beat you up. Him just talking crazy, like why not? That's where we're at. That's where I'm at with politics. I don't take either side. I think it's all stupid, honestly. But if you if you're running for president now, you better have a strong meme game like Joe Biden. I want memes. I want memes and gifs and all that. I want to look down my Facebook feed and laugh every 5 minutes because of something stupid, some kind of stupid meme with Biden on it or Bernie. No, thankfully not. No, this has never happened to me on a big position. Uh, normally thinkorswim works pretty well. Very rarely does this happen. So now it's happened to where I was like looking to get into a big position, but I didn't get in yet. So at that point, I just went on about my day. Like usually when this happens, I just don't even trade. I'm just like, well, I'm done. But today it actually caught me in a trade, so I'm kind of just. Oh, we dropped all the way down to 125. Oh no, we didn't. Sorry. So I'm looking at my phone. That's why I hate looking at my phone because things move and it drives me nuts. So we didn't drop down to 125. We're back at 130. There we go. So the U shape didn't quite get up there. We got up to 137. Oh, let me turn my display back on so you guys can see what's up. I gotta remember which one it is. There we go. All right, so you guys back in here? All right. So, we didn't get the U shape. I mean, it started kind of forming. What's going on here? And it came up. It came up, didn't quite get to the VWAP. It came back down to 130 a little bit. So now the decision is, do we keep waiting this out with all this nonsense going on? Or do we call it a day, take the loss, start fresh next week? Because even though we didn't quite get the break there, we could still have another little U shape and kind of make a cup and handle pattern. Just make like a smaller U back up. We could see that. Potentially. So I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. Debating whether or not just to get out of this. I mean, it's not gotten any volume since the initial almost break. Let's see what's up with AGRX. AGRX not really doing anything. DWSN not doing anything. CANF not really doing anything. If you're still in CANF, you are starting to build some higher lows. But you want to see 250 hold up here. You want to see this start making its way back up. It is an ugly market today, guys. All those press releases and everything, I was expecting the market to be a lot better. What's over here? Anything? No. SBDG. So this guy moved pretty big. Went from about 40 cents to $1. Not sure why. Looks like a pump and dump. Yeah, you may be right, One Life. That's why I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of holding off here, waiting to see what happens. Trying to give the market a chance. Maybe all these TOS users will start trading again and we'll get some moving. Is that? What I say would probably not be good. What's going on with my... So there's still some issues going on with Thinkorswim because my charting is still not acting right. Jerry, are you talking about the how I've been saying the market probably wouldn't be good? See, this chart is not right. This is not the yearly chart that I was looking at earlier on this play. I am very confused here, guys. Is this the chart I was looking at? No, this chart's not even letting me... Ugh, I don't know what's going on, guys. This is driving me nuts. There we go. There's the chart I was looking for. Right? Oh, trading on Halloween, yeah. Yeah. No, you got to keep that in mind. The market conditions are huge. The market conditions are a big deal, and I will have that video done today. I just have to edit it. It kind of gives you an idea about market conditions, and Halloween is those holidays always make things weird. And I've said since last week on Friday that this week was going to be really weird. It was going to be off. There's just too much going on. But like I said, I'm expecting a little bit better of a day because of all the press releases and earnings reports. But hey, One Life, did you look at your account info? See if you've got the same amount of money you had earlier or what? Because mine's still showing I'm in this. If you got kicked out of your trades, man, that sucks. I would call support and be like, hey, we need to do something about this. Get them to try to credit you back whatever you lost or get something out of them. Because if you got kicked out, that's on them. This is definitely a boring day. So I'm trying to figure out how much longer I want to give this trade. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do at this point because this has been kind of crazy, and I'm not too thrilled with everything going on. Especially One Life said he got kicked out of his trades or his positions. If that's the case, that's making me kind of nervous. I don't know what to do, guys. I've got several years, plenty of years experience in the stock market. Like I said, I've never had this happen while I was in a trade, so I'm not really sure how I want to handle this. Everything else is crashing off though, so if Thinkorswim gets straightened out, we could see some volume come into this. Like I said, it's not going to take much volume to move this stock. So guys, give me a couple of minutes here. I'm gonna grab a water. Uh, and think about what I want to do. And I've got it up on my phone so I can see what the stock is doing. But yeah, give me just a couple of minutes here. Let me think about some stuff. Take a little breather. And I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Oh, you logged in on your paper trade account on accident, One Life. So right now we have no volume. Let's see what AGRX's volume is looking like. Yeah, volume's died off there as well. Let's check all these gainers right now. And DWSN's kind of died off. CanF has died off, so everything has died off. This big stock. And even this higher price large cap stock has died off some. That's a good move on a large cap stock. 105 to 118. $13 move. That's crazy. So yeah, volume has completely died off. And I imagine part of it is people are having issues with their Thinkorswim. And I'm still not sure what I want to do, because we are, I mean, on the chart, we are still slowly coming up to this VWAP. We built some higher lows here. 130 is holding up as some support, but we just have no volume. Big seller at 134. I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. See, the Thinkorswim messing up is not a variable I was expecting today. Because like right when we were coming up to the VWAP here, right when all these problems started happening. So the question is everybody going to call it a day? Or are people going to, once everything gets straightened out here, are people going to start coming back in? We're starting to get a little selling volume here on TENX. Because we got some big sellers in this 133, 134. I'm wondering if people are trying to get out of their positions. And we are getting later into the day, getting into that lunchtime area for traders on the East Coast. Looking at this 10% gainer list, though, volume is definitely not in the market right now, because the only small cap stock is DWSN, and the rest of these are higher cap stocks, and they've not moved very much. So it's a decent sized buyer there at 130, 1,500 shares. So that's a decent little order. I kind of want to give this a chance. I want to see if traders are going to start coming back into some plays and see if things start moving again. I'm kind of torn, because part of me just wants to call it and start fresh next week with a new fresh market where we should have a lot of volume and we should have a lot of good stuff going on. Because at this point, it's kind of gambly. Like I don't think this is going to crash out, but it could get back to that 125, 120 area if all the volume leaves. If all the buying volume leaves. And that could be the difference between a $30 loss and a $60 loss. Because at this point, I just don't know if we're going to get any buying volume in. So I'm not feeling great about it. But I want to give it a little bit of a chance here. Just Thinkorswim seems to be working better now. And there's just nothing else. Nothing is really going on, though. One Life, what do you think? What do you think about all this shenanigans going on? I feel like feel like I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. Like I said, it's pretty gambly at this point. It could be a coin flip. Hmm. We've just not had any volume. Yeah, yeah. That's my thoughts on it too. That's how I feel one life. It's not cool, that's for sure. Cuz I was willing to play the waiting game to see this come back around to the VWAP, but with Thinkorswim messing up, it's not the best. I feel like that really killed volume off on everything. Because a lot of people use Thinkorswim. A lot of people use Thinkorswim. And we just don't have any volume anyway. This guy's kind of died off too. Let's see why EG doing. Little move. See AGR back up. So AGRX is back up to the VWAP. Let's see if AGRX gets some volume to break the VWAP. You can see the volume started picking back up a little bit on AGRX here. Nice little decent U shape on AGRX. ZVO. See what's up with ZVO. Not on my radar at all. Yeah, ZVO, good little patterns. Little U shape there for a little break of the VWAP. Another little U shape break of the VWAP. Not a bad play. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Came back. Didn't quite get that VWAP break there, but that's okay. You'd really want a little bit more of a build up. Oh, ZVO is a bigger cap? Okay. Starting to think TENX may be done. So we've had a lot of dash volume bars. So there's just not any volume on it at all. There's not been any volume really since back here at my entry. I mean, we still could have a big U shape. Yeah, AGRX is starting to get a little volume again. You could get a VWAP break. I would just be careful. 145 is definitely going to hold up as some resistance, and 150. So both of those areas are going to be pretty strong resistance. So if you get a VWAP break, you might get a 8-10 cent move out of it. But with nothing else going on, it could go crazy too. So I really don't know. It doesn't look bad. Like I said, my only concern with AGRX is how high it is. It's 250% up, but it's not really done anything. A lot of crashing out. So you could get a move now at this point. Got all the shorters out and the sellers out. If it can break that VWAP. So the question will be if we're going to keep volume or not. I feel like TNX could be done, but it is holding up 130 right now. I was traded to see 130 holding up. Could bring in some buying volume. I don't know, guys. I don't like it when things are all weird. Next week is going to be a better week. It just has to be. Novembers are always hot, and it's a new week, so traders should be excited. We should get some nice, easy, predictable plays with some nice moves up. Hopefully Thinkorswim can keep it together. Yeah, there is a lot of volume on AGRX. You're right, One Life. Like I'm not against it right now as a play because this is a long spread out U shape on it. So you could very easily get that break of the VWAP on this wide U shape and get a decent move because there's nothing else going on, that's for sure. TNX is not doing anything. CanF still has a ways to go before it comes up to the VWAP. So AGRX might be the play now. Still slowly coming up to that VWAP. And this would be like your fourth touch of the VWAP. So it'd have to break here. When it comes and touches the VWAP again, it would have to break there. If not, you might get a big pullback. Oh, just had some selling. The bid's down to 125. Ask is at 133. So we're starting to get a little bit of movement here, but it's to the low. Well, 25 is our bottom support. We shouldn't get any lower than that. Okay, here's a buyer at 132. You want to see the bids pop up here. Get off that 125 line. Oh, God, come on. But that's a little bit of action. We haven't had much going on TENX. So maybe we might start getting some volume here again. If AGRX starts getting some volume. AGRX is slowly climbing. It's getting closer and closer to that VWAP. Still building a bit of higher lows on TENX as well. Just not very much volume. We got an 8-cent spread right now. But I really want to see the bids get off of that 125 though. I don't like that. See AGRX. Not quite there yet. Oh man. Sell at 130. Need this to start coming up some, so people can see it that's moving back up. AGRX doing a little back and forth there. Oh. I really don't want to take a big loss on this. I'd rather not take a $60 loss, because then half of my gains so far in the small count would be given up this week. That's why I say sometimes, like this week, it probably would have been just best not to even trade for me. Probably could have just waited it out till next week and started off on a good week. Because if I take a loss on this, it's going to be the third loss in a row after winning 4 in a row. And I'm not happy about that. I'm still trying to give this a chance. It seems like volume might start to be coming back into the market. Like I know I said I want volume to leave AGRX so it can come to TENX, but after what's happened, I feel like we need something to move to get volume back into all these stocks. Like we need a little pop on AGRX to get traders feeling good about trading again. That's not fun being safe and waiting until good market conditions. You're right, it's not, but you do learn every day. That is true. But I'm just talking about for me though, being on this small account, I can't make but so many trades, so trying to grow it, you kind of when you're trying to grow a small account that's this small, that's not margin, you really want the best opportunities when you're trading. So that's why I say I probably would have been better off just not trading this week. Like my mini goal right now is to get this account over 1,000, so that way I have plenty of padding. And so far, this week and last Friday, it's just kind of ate away at some of my profits. I was really looking for a decent little win today to try to make up for that loss on Monday. What now? What did TOS do? A 30-minute check? Now, traders could be. They. Traders could be. They could come in later today. My only concern with that is that it is Halloween, and if traders have kids, around like 2, 3 o'clock, they may not. They may not. They may not be trading. They may be getting their kids ready to go trick or treating and stuff. So, well, I could do smaller position sizes, but you don't quite get as big as moves. Like I'm trying to grow this account pretty fast, and so buying as many shares as possible. When I finally do hit a nice big trade, it'll be a lot better. Yeah, I guess that's true. The kids, they do cost money. But my only issue right now is I have a passport appointment to get my passport at uh, 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock my time. So I don't have a lot longer that I can trade unless I don't know. I could attempt to swing this today here in AGRX. Coming up to the VWAP. Let's see if it breaks here. I don't know if I'd have got in quite yet. I would have waited for it to break, get a stronger break, because it got held up on these other three. But you may be okay. I like to wait for a strong break. Like get this move up and then this candle show that it's above the VWAP. Because right now it's not really showing it's above the VWAP. This could turn sideways very quickly. Get the VWAP. Well, you got a lot of support just came in. A lot of buyers. So you may be alright here. You might have got it. Still a lot of selling at 138, but big buyer at 137. There you go, moving on up. Another big seller at 139. Yeah, you're starting to get some volume. You might make a little hit here. I don't know yet where my vacation is going to be. Uh, there's been a lot of talk of a lot of different things. It's not going to be anytime soon. I just want to go ahead and get my passport. A lot of that selling is a lot of selling happening here. Cracking the VWAP. It's kind of sketchy right now for you, One Life. But I've never traveled out of the United States, so I would like to. I'd like to see like Greece and Iceland, and I'd like to go to Canada and check out some of the pot stock companies up there. See if Aurora or Canopy Growth or any of them are doing any touring of their facilities. I'm not sure about Tybee Island. I've never even heard of that. Where's Tybee Island at? It's out of curiosity. I might go too. Let's see. I'm gonna go check TNX real quick. See what's going on there. Still nothing there. We're still just in that little. Now, AGRX did not get the break here. And it might still attempt to here. Oh, it's in South Carolina? Huh. I've been to Murrells Inlet and Myrtle Beach and all that, and I've never heard of Tybee Island. So I'm starting to see some different stocks moving. So we are starting to get a little volume back into the market. AGRX is attempting to break this VWAP here. There's a couple other stocks. Numbers are actually changing. So we may get some volume back in here into the market. Nice. 40th birthday. Gotta get him some strippers or something. I don't. I'm not. I still got a little ways from 40, so I don't really know what you're supposed to do on your 40th birthday. I'm looking a little sketchy here on the VWAP. And I've not forgot about TENX. I'm still in it. I'm just keeping an eye on it on the watch list over there. It's not like it's moving that crazy where I gotta keep an eye on it right this second. I'm trying to give it a chance. Because I want to see what AGRX does here. Because we did get some volume coming back in, but it's not a lot yet. If we get the VWAP break, we possibly could get some good volume. And then if it breaks 145, we should get a lot of volume. But I just don't know yet. Not sure. So everybody must be married then on that trip, on that vacation. Nothing going on TNX. Still no volume whatsoever. Big buyer at 135. But you got a lot of selling at 136. Some big position sizes. It's really struggling with that VWAP. Oh, that's a big vacation. 20 people. That's like a real world vacation or something. Now you do have a little bit of a U forming here right under the VWAP. A lot of that selling's getting taken out. You may be okay here. But it's going to have to break the VWAP soon. If it keeps struggling, it's going to crack. Ooh, a lot of red there on the time and sales. A lot of selling. May not get it here. And that kind of tells me that we may not be getting that much volume because AGRX did not break right there. Yeah, Airbnb is pretty good. I have plans. Uh, Stop loss at 129. Yeah, I have plans to rent some properties out on VRBO. Like where I'm living now, I bought a triplex, and I live in one side and rent the other two sides out, so it pays for itself. I don't have any mortgage payments. But what the plan is because of the area I'm in, there's not a lot of properties in the area that are on VRBO, but the properties that are on VRBO are all rented out throughout the whole year, so there's a lot of demand. So if I rent out all three sides, I can make a pretty good income off of just this property with VRBO. So that's I don't want to use Airbnb. I want it to be more VRBO because it's I think a little bit more of houses and not just rooms. I know Airbnb has houses for rent nightly on there, but I don't know. I might have to look into Airbnb too, but what about Grant Cardone? I've heard that name. I know he's on social media, but I don't know what he does. Still not a lot of going on, but some of our sellers have gotten taken out here on this. Still want to watch AGRX, see if One Life can make him a good profit here or not. See if volume's going to come back into the market strong. Oh, he does real estate. I've done a lot of research on real estate. That's why I bought this triplex because it was a really good deal in a pretty good neighborhood. I'll check him out. I'll check him out. Most likely, he's probably saying a lot of the stuff that I already know, but I'll check him out just in case. He doesn't. He does have some stuff I don't know about. But I've done quite a bit of research into real estate. I'm very interested in buying more properties. My ultimate, my ultimate goal is to buy some land around a lake. 'Cause there's a lot of lakes in Wisconsin. We'll buy some land around a lake to put a bunch of tiny homes on and rent those out on VRBO instead of a campground, a tiny home type of campground. I think that could be some really good money eventually. Well, let's see if we get this VWAP break here. It's trying. We got another little U shape. We've had kind of this one big U shape. Now we kind of have a handle on this, kind of a cup and handle pattern, but you need it to break here soon. And you might be getting it right here. Oh, you live in Michigan? Nice. Not that far off either. Right there below that VWAP, it is trying. And this is what we want to see. We want to see if there's enough volume for this to break. It is looking good, but it's struggling a little bit. Your volume is not as much as you want it to be. Like you do have some higher lows building and everything. Like it looks good right now. But the question is going to be whether is there enough volume still around to push this stock up, or if everybody's quit for the day. See if anything else is moving on TNX. Nope. Still in that same area on TNX. Nothing going on there. Let's see if you get that break here. You're right there. That candle opened above the VWAP. Now you want this candle to hold above the VWAP. It's touching it. I think this is probably going to be your make or break right here. A lot of selling in this area. You do not have a lot of volume though. At all. Volume bars are very low right here. I'm trying to tell, I can't tell if Thinkorswim is froze up again or what, because I'm not seeing any movement now. No, it didn't freeze up. What is going on here? Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay. This Thinkorswim starting to go crazy again. There we go. So we're moving now. Oh, okay. So that candle did hold up. But there's not a lot of volume coming into this. See, my concern would be, and you may only be looking for 10 or 15 cents, but my main concern would be as much as it's struggling right here, you know, it's going to have this resistance at 145 and then 150. So even if it does start moving, will there be enough volume to keep it moving? Because you are above the VWAP, but you're just barely above the VWAP. You did not get a very big move. And that's because any buying volume, a lot of buying volume come in here. I'm trying to give TNX a chance, but at this point it looks like it's completely dead. Some buys at 127. So that's going to drop it down a little bit. Yeah, and so AGRX is starting to crack a little bit. Didn't quite. See, I would be worried about that move because it didn't get a move off of the break of the VWAP, and that's because there's just not a lot of volume. It's an issue. I got the drop down to that 127 area. I'm wondering. Hmm. Triplexes, they're a little hard to find, but just keep looking, man. You can do it. I believe you can do anything you want to. So what I'm thinking about maybe doing, and this could be a little risky. What I'm thinking about maybe doing is swinging this, because we do have all that support, and see if, because we are above these indicators, above the 50 and the 9. The 50's at 125, so we got plenty of support at 125. We shouldn't go any lower than that. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, if everything is somewhat normal, you have some volume back in, maybe we could see this move up a little bit. Don't really like swing trading, but this has, the lowest this has been, let's see, where was it at? Right there, it's 110, and it's slowly, it came down here and it's slowly starting to come back up again. I don't know, guys. I don't know. PNX still didn't get that break. Because we're like, it shouldn't go any lower than 125. There's no reason really for it to go any lower than 125. So we're at the bottom of what this stock should be at, and it is slowly moving up. But I don't want to swing trade it for a long time. If I do, I'll be looking for tomorrow it to kind of move up some. So I don't want a lot out of it, but I also don't want to take a loss. I don't know, guys. Today has been so weird. It's been a creepy day. It's been a nice Halloween creepy day where things don't go the way they're supposed to go. Thinkorswim screwing up, killing off volume. Because I think we may be done for the day. I think all the stocks, like, you are still building a little bit of higher lows on AGRX. But, I mean, you might get one more time of it trying to break the VWAP. But I just don't know if there's enough buying volume to really make it go on a nice move anymore. And TNX is completely dead. Most other stocks are completely dead. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't think we're going to get any more volume today. It's possible at 3 p.m. Eastern, volume could come back in for the last hour of the market. But I think a lot of people have went off to lunch now at this point. Oh yeah, and then see their AGRX cracked. No more building a higher low, so AGRX is done. It is done. I hope you got out, Justin. I hope you didn't take too big of a loss on that one life. You said you had your stop loss, I think, at 129, so I would imagine you're probably out. A little volume came in right there, but it was to the downside. Dipped all the way to 125, so that's going to kill this off for a while. It'd have to make another U shape back around. Yeah, Thinkorswim still acted up a little bit, so that's kind of sketchy. I think this play is as low as it's going to go today. So I'm thinking about swinging it and seeing if maybe this afternoon it starts getting some volume back into it. Maybe in a little while. Like the Don't know, guys. It's not a great day in the market. It's really not. It looks very ugly. We're not getting any breakouts. AGRX did not have any type of breakout other than pre-market. DWSN had one big move on one candle. No volume there. CanF did not get a breakout other than pre-market. It's been doing nothing. KMPH, not much of a breakout. A little bit of a 6-cent move. You're still in. That's what I'm talking about. One Life, man. You're crazy. Crazy. You're a crazy trader. I guess I can't say anything. I'm still in on this trade as well. But I'm not. I don't have that much more risk involved. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's as low as the stock is going to go is 125. I don't see it getting any lower than that. So you, on the other hand, my friend, have about 250% that you could lose on this trade. I mean, of course, I know you got a stop loss, so you'll be good, but you're not going to lose that much. But at this point, I do feel like you're being pretty risky. Because it has hit the VWAP 4 times and not broke. Yeah, you're going to need another joint if everything keeps happening the way it's happening. So the bid went up to 128 on TNX, and that's why I've not made my decision yet of what I want to do. All this is going to take is a little buying volume to get this to move back up. It's very ugly, though, right now. It's been very ugly on this play. Let's see if AGRX is going to come up and attempt to break again while I try to figure out what I want to do with this stupid trade that I'm in. I don't know, guys. I do not know. The only thing I know is there's a lot of volume that has left the market and it doesn't seem to be returning. That's all I know. You're in at 136. Yeah, it's not a terrible entry, but like I said, I would just be real careful at this point. Not getting this break here. I mean, this is a perfect triangle, and it didn't get this break. So, and that's the same thing that happened on TENX. We had this nice little triangle to the VWAP and it didn't break. So bid back down to 125. But the candle turned green on the 1 year chart. That's something. Shoo. I'm in TNX still. I've been in TNX before the stream this morning. I was waiting for the thing to update and I saw this triangle form here up to the VWAP and I bought in right around here on the break of the VWAP. And then I was holding for this U shape to happen. I've been in, if you didn't notice, I've been in TNX. I've been holding this whole time. Looking for the move up, but it just never got that break. Jerry, you telling him, yeah, I'm in TNX. I've been in it for all morning. That's what I was saying earlier. I didn't sell because the support, it's like right at support. Like there's plenty of support holding us up. So like I'm not risking any more than what I'm already down. Now I was looking for it to move back up. But we're not getting any of these moves today. None of these stocks are moving up. Yeah, One Life, he makes several trades a day. I'd imagine he probably had to get out of this though. It's looking pretty sketchy right now at this point. If you were up any profit today already, One Life, you should have called it a day. Especially after all that Thinkorswim shenanigans going on. Yeah, there's some buys at 128. At 128, it's going to be some support. As you can see back here, the stock bounced off a couple of times off of 128. So you do have some support there. Like I said, my biggest concern is there's just not any volume. AGRX is getting some volume, but it's not getting enough volume to push it up, and nothing else is going on. Yeah, nothing else is going on. So, I don't know. You may be alright still, but you're getting a lot. This is a lot of consolidation, and you're not getting any moves up. Big buyer at 129. I don't know, man. You may be okay, but it's getting real sketchy at this point. TNX is just doing nothing, just ugly. Patterns are gone. But 125 is support, so let's see. I'm rooting for you, One Life, but I don't know if you're gonna get it. Really need buying volume to come back in, and the market just right now the market is just not showing any buying volume anywhere. We don't have anything moving. VSMD. Had it move from a penny and a half to 10 cents on this one, but it's not anything I would really trade. Definitely got some support in that area though. Right now, 128, 129, but you don't want it testing that support too much. I'm trying to make up my mind what I want to do here, guys, if I want to get out or not. Because essentially, I'm kind of just bad holding at this point. Hoping that it goes up. Like, I doubt it's going to go down anymore. I really doubt it's going to go under 125. But it could just continue to go sideways. If it doesn't get any volume. I don't know, guys. I want to see what AGRX does if it gets the break. Looks like it might start trying to come back up again. Let's see, TNX got a buy there at 126. So I brought it down some. Another buy at 126. So let's see what AGRX does here if it gets back up to the VWAP, and then I'm going to make my decision of what I want to do with TNX. I know it's been a pretty quiet, boring stream here, but On TNX, I'm in at 137. I'm at 137, right where that VWAP break was. We're actually starting to get a little volume, a little tidbit of volume on TNX. Yeah, I'm in at like 137, and there's like super strong support at 125, so it's about 12 cents. 12 cents that I would be down, because I really don't think it's going to break that 125. I think 125 will hold up all day, most likely. Let's take a look at this press release on TNX here. Maybe it's going to let me. There we go. Oh, there we go. Bids up to 130. So starting to get a little volume back in here. Just a little bit. It's nothing to really get excited about. But we are getting a little bit of buy-in coming back in, which is better than what we've had. We've had absolutely nothing. So let's see. Big buys just came in on AGRX. Are you talking about on TNX? Do have a big buy of 2,000 shares at 130. Starting to get a little action here. Starting to get a little bit of action. Not mad at it. No drug-related serious adverse events. No patients have withdrawn from the study. Enrolling the open label. So the CEO, we are excited to provide the interim update regarding the HELP study enrollment. Okay. It is encouraging to see such a favorable response. We are very fortunate to have so many prominent investigators and leading academic centers participating. So they're excited about this. The press release is not as big as I thought it was, but they are happy with their results, so it's decent. But a little volume came in, popped this guy right back up. So I may hold it here a little bit longer. I may hold it till this afternoon and see what happens. I don't like to hold day trades that long, but because of everything that's happened, I'm on the fence about what One Life said about that traders could be coming back into the market a little later, so that could possibly happen even though it is Halloween. So that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. If anybody has any questions, if you guys want to go ahead and think of some questions and stuff. We'll get some questions because I am going to end the stream here soon. Like I said, I've got a meeting to get my passport. So I am going to have to end the stream here soon. So I'll give it like 20, 30 more minutes here. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and get those in. See what TNX does. See if we get back up to this VWAP. See if we get some buy-in volume. And we're watching AGRX as well to see if it can get up to the VWAP and break. So yeah, this get about 20-30 minutes. I'm gonna take another little 5-minute break. I gotta use the restroom. And then we'll come back and keep an eye on things. Answer any questions you guys have. I know it's been kind of a crazy day, but a boring day, so get the questions out of the way and then we'll call it. So give me just a second. Give me a few minutes, guys. All right, so AGR AGRX is back above the VWAP here, testing it. Getting a lot of buying volume though. Nice volume has came back in the AGRX. So that's good. That's what we wanted to see. Still nothing going on TENX. Had a little bit of a pop up from 125, so not too bad. But hey, there you go. There you go. One Life getting a little bit of a move here. A lot of selling though at 142. I said 145 is going to be pretty strong resistance, but you are above the VWAP now, so I wouldn't expect a huge move on this. This VWAP break, but maybe to 145. There was a lot of selling at 142, starting to come back down to the VWAP. Do have a nice little U shape here though. Got a decent buyer at 130. Still some resistance at 134. And AGRX all the way back down to the VWAP. You still holding One Life? Now that you had that decent sized red candle there, though, it got a lot of people out. A lot of the sellers out. You may start to see a move up here. Because it did hold up the VWAP. The VWAP held up as support. Yep, still in it. Still holding on. I just want to see how big of a move we're going to get here on this break of the VWAP. But 145 is going to be tough. It's just good to see some volume back in any play right now because it was so dead for so long. But you do have some volume back in here. Now, if I could only get some volume to come over the TENX for a little while. Big buyer at 140. Couple buyers at 140. A lot of buying volume just popped up on the time and sell, so it's going to move up here. Big seller at 142 still. Oh, that 140 guy got taken out. So it is struggling. Still struggling. Let's see, in TNX, what happened here? Just a little buy at 130. Struggling in that 142 area. So 142 you got a little bit of resistance, and then 145 you got a lot of resistance. And back down to the VWAP again. See if the VWAP holds up here. looks like you got, let's see, the VWAP's at 137, so you got some support at the VWAP. $10,000 shares, just about 20,000, a little over 20,000 shares of bids at the VWAP, so that should hold up pretty decently. TNX still not doing anything. Couple of buys, couple of sells. Oh, this has been an ugly day. Been a very ugly day in the market. Big buyer at 138. Another big buyer, so we should see this move up a little bit off of all this big buying coming in at 137 and 138. And it'll pop up to 141. Bids are up to 140. See if the bids can hold. Nope. Well, maybe. I feel like you need to get a breakout soon here. If you don't get that breakout soon, you may be done on this play. At least for now. But we do have a lot of we have volume back into AGRX. I'm rooting for you, One Life. I hope you get it. I hope you get a nice little move on this. I just keep struggling with that 142 area. Dropping back down a little bit. So all the 140s got taken out there. Oh, right back to 140. It is fighting. AGRX is fighting, but whoa. What's that? My screen just glitched out for a second. Oh, my Thinkorswim froze. That's what's going on. Wonderful. Hopefully this is just my computer and not Thinkorswim going crazy for everybody again. Because if it happens again, then it'll kill off volume for sure. And I'm frozen up here. Hopefully the stream is not frozen, but this is my Thinkorswim is acting crazy again. There we go. I think it leveled. Yeah, there we go. It's back. It's back again. And I'm just going to give TNX a chance to try to get back up this VWAP at some point today. If it can slowly creep up and maybe the last hour of the market we can see a decent run. Or maybe a little move. Because we have plenty of room to run on this play. Up to 181, a little resistance at 150. It just needs buying volume. That's the only thing holding this back right now. AGRX right back on the VWAP again. If the VWAP holds up, you don't have quite as many bids at 137 as you did. So the VWAP, every time it gets tested, it's getting a little weaker. But it looks like it's going to hold up again here. A nice little pop up there, but a lot of selling at 140. Like I said, you're going to want that breakout soon if there's going to be one. A lot of selling at 140. Now, if those 140s get taken out, it could move on up pretty decently. But there's a lot of selling at 140. A lot of big sellers. 16,000, 14,000, 11,000, 7,900, 3,000. Lot of selling. That's going to be pretty strong resistance. Big buyer at 138. About 12,000 shares. So you got a battle going on right now. Got a bit of a battle. Definitely don't want this going back down and touching the VWAP again. Every time it touches the VWAP, it's going to get weaker and weaker. Starting to get some you're starting to get some big buys at 138 though. Just got to see it push above 140. TNX, I'm gonna buy at 130-ish, 131-ish. A lot of selling coming in here, touching the VWAP again. Still got some support, but if that support holds up here. I don't know what your plan is, One Life, how long you plan on holding this, but it's starting to look a little sketchy again. Let's see what we have on TNX. Another little sell. A little bit of selling on TNX. I'll give it a chance. So your support is starting to get taken out at 137. A lot of, whoa, wow. If it breaks 142, you're going to add to your position? You're such a renegade. I don't know if it's going to get there, to be honest with you, man. It keeps testing this 137 in the VWAP. The VWAP's going to have to keep holding up, and it's just been testing it a lot. Holding on, it's holding on though. VWAP is holding up so far, but it is getting weaker. And volume has kind of dwindled off a little bit too here. GLBD, what's going on with this? So we went, what is going on with this? This is just ugly. Oh, it's an OTC stock, that's why. Okay. No predictability there. So, where was this earlier? So you might start losing some, you might lose some volume on AGRX here because MYOV has a landmark agreement that came out. That could be pretty good. And they're securing a $350 million pharmacy, and if it breaks $6, it's got room to go to 11. So if there's a $6 break on this, I would imagine all the volume is going to leave AGRX. So you want to keep that. You want to keep an eye on that. YG doesn't have anything, but this is a pretty strong press release on this stock. And it's slowly been moving up through the whole day. But you're starting to get some action a little bit. Let's see, 585 is where the 50-day is. So if it breaks the 50-day, could get interesting. More selling over here on TENX. So there's not any volume on it. I gotta decide what I want to do on that. Let's see, AGRX still holding up the VWAP. Support is still there. But I want to keep an eye on this guy. Now, if AGRX could hold up the VWAP, then you could see this slowly moving up throughout the rest of the day. What's the MYOV doing that? I'm not feeling too good about TENX anymore. and AGRX holding up the VWAP as well, so volume may never come in the TNX. See, DWSN, that start moving a little bit again? No. That still looks ugly. APMH, nothing there. TNX, just no volume. So we're not really not getting any moves on anything. MYOV has moved up slowly throughout the whole day. I'm just going to go ahead and switch to a 5-minute chart at this point. But still not a huge move on this good of a press release. Let's see, AGRX cracked the VWAP here. So you may get a bit of a pullback here, since it cracked the VWAP and it couldn't go on a nice move. The VWAP's got to hold up. If it doesn't hold up, then see, not much going on there. TNEX has popped down to 127. Still not sure what I'm going to do there. ARGX. VWAP, let's see if it's gonna hold up. You're back at the 137. I don't know, One Life. I don't know if you're gonna get it or not. So what can X end up doing? Nothing. So guys, I'm just gonna hold TNX for a little bit longer today. I think I'm gonna, as long as it continues to hold up 125, I'm gonna hold it. See if it can't get a little bit of move back up later on today. At this point, things are just kind of crazy. So yeah, as long as TNX holds up 125, I'm going to continue to hold. If you're in AGRX, One Life, I know you're in it, I would be very careful, because it is not getting any type of breakout, and we've not seen any type of breakouts today so far. I don't think it's going to get too much better today. So I think tomorrow we may have a little bit of volume coming back into the market, with it being the 1st of November, but it is Friday, so I wouldn't expect it to be too crazy. I think it'll probably be like today, just kind of ugly. Hopefully Thinkorswim gets their stuff together But Monday it should be hot. We should be ready to go Monday. And my plan on TNX is just to hold it till probably about, as long as it holds 125, hold it till this afternoon, see what it does uh, right before market close. And if it's still holding up pretty good, then I may hold it until tomorrow and see if it can get a little move up tomorrow. Just trying to give it a chance because it really didn't get much of a run off of the press release. It got a little bit of attention, but didn't get much of a run. So I think because it's above the 50-day and it's got all the support below it, I think it could get a little action. We could see it move back up around 140, 150 today, later today, or maybe tomorrow. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Just holding this as long as 125 holds and seeing where it goes. A little bit of a swing because the stock really never got a chance. But yeah, if you're in on AGRX, like I said, I'd be careful at this point in the day. It's been slowly building higher lows a little bit. I don't know. I would just be careful on it. MYOV could be another potential play later today. If it could ever break that 50-day and the $6 mark. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, if there isn't any questions, guys, I'm going to call it a day on the live stream. If something exciting starts happening on TNX later today, I may pop back in the live stream, see what happens, see if we can make a little profit on it. But I don't think it's going to do too much until maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow you could see maybe a little move. Not looking for much on it, just a little bit. So yeah, if there's any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes here. And then I'm going to call it a day because I am getting hungry. And this has been a weird, spooky morning. See you one life. Hope this trade works out for you. Hope AGRX gets moving for you. I'm going to hold TNX for TNX. It's more of a swing trade at this point than the day trade because I don't plan on holding it longer than tomorrow. But yeah, I'm swinging it just because we are at the bottom support. The stock really shouldn't go much lower. You look at the yearly chart. The 50-day is right here at 125. The 9-day is like 123 area, so they're both holding up as support. It's the first time the stock has been above both of those in a while. And so it had a decent press release. Not anything crazy, but they were very positive in the press release. So right now, I don't feel like I'm risking anything by swinging this and holding it for a while. Like back here where I got in at, I don't really think it's that wild. Like I said, there's no reason that it should crack. I'm trying not to sneeze. I feel like I gotta sneeze. But there's no reason why 125 shouldn't hold up. I mean, there's plenty of support here. So, I mean, I'm already down on it. And I don't think I'm going to be down much more. You know, as long as 125 holds up, which it should. I mean, I'm not looking for a lot out of it, but I feel like it didn't get that big of a move. And it didn't quite get the move here either when there was volume on it. And it's such a low float stock. Any buying volume that comes in is going to push this up. So there was a lot of issues this morning with Thinkorswim acting up. Everybody's Thinkorswim. So I mean, I'm not looking for a lot. I'm not looking for this to go up to $2 or $3 today or tomorrow. I'm just looking for some buying volume to come back in to push it up to like 145, 150 area. That's it. I'm not looking for a lot. But 125 has held up as support today. It should be really strong support. There's no reason why it should crack. Like I don't think it's that much of a gamble. Like worst case scenario, I hold it and it doesn't break 125. I'm still at the same spot I'm at now, so it's not like I'm gambling a lot. I mean, there's no reason for it. The press release was good, so there's no reason for this to crash out. It's not up that high. It's only up 5% right now, so I mean, there's just not a lot of risk. So I don't think it's that wild. I don't think it's that crazy. Like swinging AGRX would be kind of crazy because it's up 200%, whereas this stock is not hardly up. So that's where I'm at. I mean, I can get out of it at any time on my phone, so it's not like it's just I don't feel there's much risk. Like the risk that was involved in this trade, I'm already at, so I don't see it going any lower. So yeah, that's that. And this stock has moved big before too. That's why I just don't think it got the move it deserved today. And I think we could see a little bit of volume push it up. Yeah, any more questions for me, anybody? Give y'all a couple more minutes here. Whoops. Would AGRX do anything? Nope, still right there at the VWAP. KNF, nothing. So yeah, there's nothing doing anything. We'll be selling at that 127 again. So, alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for the day unless something crazy happens on this. But we will see. We will see what happens. See if I'm a wild man or not for holding this for a little bit longer. Alright, guys. Well, everybody have a great rest of your day. Happy Halloween. We will definitely be back Monday. Brand new week, brand new month. Should be able to really get this small account going and have some really clear-cut trades. Hopefully Thinkorswim gets all their stuff worked out. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you next time.